जातस्य हि ध्रुवो मृत्युः ध्रुवं जन्म मृतस्य च तस्मादपरिहार्येऽर्थे न त्वं शोचितुमर्हसि.
One who is born must surely die, and one who dies must surely be born. It therefore does not behove you to mourn over the inevitable. So life is a chain of birth and death, of ups and downs, of profit and loss. These fluctuations go on in life. When you understand that, you don't identify with that. Then what do you identify with? You assess your station in life, your business in life, your mission in life, your obligation in life. Just do what you have to do. You're not concerned with who you are killing here. In Arjuna's case, it's a war, a battle that he's faced with. No soldier ever goes to battle thinking, oh, what will happen if I die? He goes thinking, I will win. So his morale is high. No surgeon ever goes into the operation theatre thinking, what will happen if this patient dies? It is possible that the patient might die. But it is impossible to operate for a surgeon if he goes with this mindset. He goes with the mindset, let me just do my best. Whatever happens, happens. So also you. You have a duty to perform. You have an obligation to perform. Every day, every moment of your life, do it to the best of your ability. That's it. You have no business to interfere with the totality. So, suffering is because of either no assessment at all or lack of proper assessment. What must you assess? As we saw on the first day. Make an assessment of the world. This is what the world is. Make an assessment of objects around you, like we said, car, crockery, so on and so forth. Make an assessment of people around you, that people will let you down because everyone has a selfish agenda. Everyone has some madness somewhere. So when that madness functions, you don't have to feel let down. You must simply understand that person is following his nature and life itself. When you understand that, you become, make an assessment, understand, accept, you become highly objective in life. And that objectivity is the cause of entertainment. You are highly entertained. Look at Krishna. If you take a look at Krishna's life, it was the most miserable life. He was born in a prison. How many of us were born in a prison? And the day he was born, he was separated from his natural mother and taken across the river to adoptive parents. In spite of that, the first few years of his life, he was a mere infant. His own uncle was plotting to kill him. No one could protect him. He had to protect himself and eventually kill his own uncle. Right through his life, he faced all kinds of challenges that he didn't ask for. And yet, never in his life was he downcast or upset or depressed. He was always cheerful, full of beans, full of energy, full of mischief. And he spread this cheer and dynamism to everyone around him. And this is your real state. You should be like that. So our ideal should be, I must be as cheerful as Krishna was. If you think you have a challenge, just think of Krishna and you'll feel good. You'll understand what is my challenge compared to, I don't have an uncle plotting to kill me. Huh? So that's it. Then you understand and you enjoy. The beauty of summer is its heat. So now the weather experts have forecast by the end of February, the weather will become hot. So when it becomes hot, enjoy the heat. Now, don't complain it's cold, it's cold. Enjoy the cold, it's going to last only for a few more days. The beauty of winter is it's biting cold. The beauty of birth is that death must follow. The beauty of your spouse is his or her bad temper. So when you go home, if your spouse says, what do you mean by coming so late? And he or she starts shouting. Don't shout back. Enjoy it. Huh? If you enjoy it, tomorrow you'll be a changed person. you know what will happen? Suddenly she'll say, "Arey, what's wrong with this man?" He's not getting upset. When you don't see, the world will tease you, the world will try and bully you, the world will try and provoke you. If you get provoked, then there's baja for the other person. But if you refuse to get provoked, refuse to get upset, the other person gets diffused completely. It's like pricking a balloon. Then who will the person provoke? The next vulnerable person. He'll move to your neighbor maybe. Leave you alone. So that's it. Verse 28.